everyone does them in their mini ears, but I think I'm gonna do it in my Pandora ears because let me just say I look super cute in them. It's Lori, aka Shorty Lori, aka It's Just Lori, and welcome back to my channel. It's been far too long. I actually think it's probably been about a year since I've picked up this camera, so I 100% apologize for that. I honestly just nothing really interesting has happened in my life, and then the couple things that did happen, I just didn't vlog. So this is honestly for my friend Ray, because my friend Ray loves my YouTube videos, so shout out to you. And he convinced me to make a YouTube video. So with the reason I'm making this because something exciting has happened. If you can guess by the title, it's probably the most magical, exciting thing that has ever happened in my life, and I'm so pumped for it. And I'm honestly shocked more than anything, and still so 100% speechless. It's just something that I've always wanted to do in my life, and a lot of things just kind of like made it not happen. And it's just honestly, I still don't believe it, and I don't think I will believe it till it happens. So yes, I have been excited, and I'm super excited, but I've been accepted into the Disney college program, and I'm so pumped, I'm so ready. I'm so excited. So I thought I would make a little YouTube video on just telling you about my application process, because I love watching those videos. I don't know about you guys, but I love watching those videos. And then just some things that I personally have to get prepared for to go. So let's get started. So like I said, I've actually applied for this program many times. I can't count how many times I've applied to it, but things have just happened. So I am 23 right now, and the program is open to anybody that's in college. And you basically go work at the Disney parks for a semester or a little bit longer than a semester, and it's a paid internship. And so the years that I was in college, I have applied and I just did not get into it. And then I think for about a year or two, I actually took a break from college due to just needing to work and needing to get insurance and everything. So I actually took a break from college, so I couldn't go to the program because I wasn't in college. And then the years I applied, I just didn't get into it. And then what happened was is I have tattoos, and I have pretty large tattoos. Anyone that knows me is I have some pretty big tattoos, and they actually did not allow people to have tattoos. And that's fine, but it is the 21st century, the 20th century, I don't know what that's called, the 22nd, I don't know, but we're in 2022 right now, and tattoos are a thing. And so I think a year or two ago, they actually allowed cast members to have tattoos. They do have to be, they have to be the size of your palm with your finger extended. So I do have some, so like I have one on my arm right here, and I have one right here, and I have one right here, and then I have some on my legs. And so I was like, what? I can actually apply to it because I have my tattoos will be okay. There are a couple that I probably will have to cover up just because they're pretty large, but I'm actually able to have it, which is super fantastic. So I waited for that moment, and then I'm not sure if this happened before or after, but then I remember 2020 happened and they canceled the program, and that was actually the year I actually went back to college. I started school again in 2020, and then the pandemic happened, so I actually went to online school, and that happened. I just couldn't do it because they closed the program for about a year, and then they opened it in 2021. However, I was actually moving to Oklahoma, so it was just a lot going on, so I couldn't really do it last year. And so I finally applied for it this semester, and I got it. It was so exciting. So I applied for the program, I think like January 25th, and it was right around when they opened up because my friend Hannah actually told me it was open, so I did it. And the semester before I did it, I did apply for it because I was already like getting comfortable in Oklahoma, and I applied for it, and I did not get past the web-based interview part. So how the application works is so what they do now is you have to do the application, then you do a web-based interview, and then if you're a strong candidate, you wait to hear something back. And so the last semester when I did not do very good on the web-based interview, and that's partly because I rushed, which I'm going to tell you guys right now, please do not rush. You have 3 days to do it. Calm down. Like when I did it, I was on my lunch break at work and I rushed and I failed it. And I was super, super heartbroken about it, but it's one of those things that if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. And so then I did it this year, and I wasn't honestly expecting to get in. So I did it, and I got the web-based interview, and I was like, okay, I need to calm down. So I actually, I'm sorry, if you hear squeaking, that's my dog. So I did the web-based interview, and well, I got the hang on, my dog is squeaking. Okay, sorry, I finally got him to stop squeaking. So anyway, so I applied for it, and then I got the web-based interview about 3 or 4 hours after, but I was sleeping. So I got the web-based interview after, and you can do it within 3 days. And so the first thing I did is I watched YouTube videos. I watched videos on how to answer it. I watched videos on helping me. And the biggest thing that I could tell you guys is do not hit neutral. Do not do neutral. I did neutral maybe twice, because do not do it, because they want someone confident. They want someone that's gonna be willing to do it or feeling confident in themselves, because that's what it takes to work at Disney. So I did it. So I watched all those videos, and then I was trying to figure out where to do it. And so I was not going to do it at my house, because my dog loves to squeak toys and he will just fluster me, and he's definitely an attention dog. He wants someone to love him. He wants someone to pet him, like all dogs. So I decided to do it at my aunt's house with my cousin. And so my cousin was going to actually be there to help me when I read the questions out loud, so I understand what they're asking, which was another tip I heard from somebody, is carefully read them and actually see what they're wanting to know. So I did it with my cousin. And so funny little side story is I actually went to my cousin's house, and me and her sat on the kitchen table, and my aunt wasn't feeling too good, and so she was in her other bedroom, and then me and my cousin did it, and I got strong candidate, and me and my cousin freaked out. We're like, Lori, what's gonna happen? I was like, I don't know, I just hope I get in it, because this is probably the farthest I've gotten. And it was just like, what is happening? Me and her started screaming. It was super exciting. It was just insane. So I had strong candidate, and that was about a couple days after. I waited 2 days to do the web-based interview. And so me and my cousin started finally calming down. We're like, oh my gosh. And then we just kept watching videos about it. And my aunt then told me she had COVID. So I had to go home. So, and funny story with that also is I was actually supposed to go to Disneyland later that week, but I just didn't end up going. And so I was super excited. I got this strong candidate. It was amazing. And then the next day I was super sick. I was sick for about 3 days. My dog squeaking that toy, but I was super, super sick. I was in bed. I was terrible. And I 100% thought I had COVID, and I got tested, and luckily I was negative, but I was still super sick. And so after that I wasn't really worried about the college program. And so then a week went by, and I still hadn't heard anything, and I was like, okay. And so I started following some groups on Facebook. I was in a group me about other people that haven't got accepted yet, and we were just talking, and just people in those groups are honestly the most like nicest people ever. They're so encouraging. They gave me encouraging words. And the biggest thing that everyone told me, and something that I kept trying to tell myself, is when it's your time, it's your time. So I told many people, I was like, hey, I've applied many times. A couple times I couldn't because I was in college. I took a year off college. I had tattoos. There's just a lot of things that were contradicting and just could not let me do the program. And I find they were just super, super neat. And so what they did, it seemed like it is that the waves are on Mondays. So that first Monday was when I was super sick, so I didn't hear anything, but I was so sick that I wasn't really worrying about it. And then the weekend before the next Monday, which was I think February, let me look, which was February 7th. So it was the 5th and the 6th that weekend. My anxiety set in because everyone kept telling me acceptances were on Monday. And I believe that Sunday before, I was just anxiety overload. I was freaking out. I was crying. I was just like, what if I don't get in? What's going to happen? Because I will tell you, the last couple of times I did not get it, I was very heartbroken. And I know a lot of people other were either. But like I said, a lot of people told me, if it's your time, it's your time. And if not, there's always the next time. And I just kept trying to tell myself, but I was with anxiety. I was so anxious. I called like 4 of my friends and just told them how anxious I was, and it was just not a good time. And then I was off on that Monday, and I was actually just laying in bed with my dog, and I got it. I got my acceptance email, and I was like, what? Like, I was so like, I couldn't believe it, to be honest. I was like, oh, maybe I'm just like asleep or something, but I got it, and I was so excited, and I'm so pumped. And I know I'm gonna have fun because I'm such a Disney nerd, and I know some people don't say it's not the best program, and some people say it's the best program, but I think I will have fun. So I'm super pumped about it. I called my aunt, I called my cousin. So my cousin was actually the first person that I told because I promised her, so I actually FaceTimed her and told her, and we were super excited. Everyone that I've told has been super excited for me because they know how much I am such a Disney nerd and how much I like wanted this. So it really was a dream come true, and it is my time. It's my time to do it. And I'm just so pumped. I'm so excited for everything that's gonna happen. It's just gonna be a very exciting time. And so before I get into a little bit more of this video, if you are waiting to be accepted, please just, when it's your time will come. And if you're still waiting to be accepted, just don't be anxious, keep yourself motivated, don't get COVID like I almost did, and just find something to do, be happy, watch Disney movies, do something that'll keep you occupied. And if it's your time, it's your time. But the people that did get accepted, I'm super excited for you. So I can't wait to hopefully meet you guys. But I'm just speechless. Like, I'm so excited to do this program. I am so sorry, guys, for all the interruptions that's happening. My dog is barking, and they're actually doing something below my apartment, so that's happening too. So if you hear noises, I apologize for that. But anyway, so after you have been accepted, you have to accept your offer, and you have about 7 days to do it. So you get it 7 days from that day. So I got my offer on Monday, so I had till next Monday to accept it. And when you accept, you do have to pay a fee, which is about $425, but I had that money saved up just in case I did get accepted, so I was able to pay it right then and there. And then they just send you a couple other papers, and then when you pay your fee, you actually get to pick your dates. And they have a whole list of dates to pick from. So I picked from August 1st to January 19th. So I'll be there about 5.5 months, which is super exciting. And when I realized that I picked those dates, I will be there around Christmas time, and I'll be around there around Halloween, and that is just exciting to me because I've always wanted to go to the parks around Christmas time, but I work in retail, so I've never been able to do it. But now I get to like live there and do it, so that's exciting to me. And then I get to be around Halloween time, and I went to Halloween for Disneyland, and so I've never been around to Walt Disney World, so I get to do that. And honestly, just think about it, just makes me super excited, and it's exciting. And I know what everyone's gonna ask me is what my role is. So I do not know about it. I have about 170 days before, yes, I am counting down. I have about 170 days before I could get to go. But I don't think they tell you your role about 30 days out. So with COVID, they just pick your role. So a lot of things have changed. So what they used to do is you can pick your top 5 roles, and then they'll probably pick one out of those top 5. But now they just give it. And also what they've also changed is before COVID, you had to do your web-based interview, which I did. And before they accepted you, you would have to do a phone interview. And they do not do phone interviews anymore. After you do the web-based interview, you just wait. So that's what happens now. So if you guys are waiting for a phone-based interview, it's not gonna happen. It does say you are gonna get a phone-based interview, but they do not do that anymore. They just do the web-based interview. And then you pick your dates and you pay your fee, and then you wait till you get your role. And then they send more stuff as it gets closer and closer. So I did everything that I could do now with Disney, and now I just have to wait till it gets closer. However, from now to when I go, I have so much to do, it's insane. So one of the biggest things is that I live in an apartment. So I actually have to move out of my apartment because I am not going to pay rent 2 places, because you will have to pay a rent. It comes out of your paycheck at Disney, and I will not be doing that because that's a lot of money. So I actually have to move out of my apartment. And with that being said, is I have like a couch, I have a bed, I have a kitchen table, I have all this stuff. So I actually also need to be finding a storage unit to put that stuff in until I come back. So that is going to be a long process, especially since I just moved in here about a year ago. So now I'm just going to move all of it out. So that's one of the biggest things that I have to do. Also is I have a full-time job. I work 40 hours a week, But the good thing about this is my job actually has a leave of absence called an educational leave of absence. And since it is a college program, I can take an educational leave from when I go till I come back, and that way I don't lose my seniority. I just get to still be employed when I come back, which is super awesome of my employment to be doing that. So that's also exciting that I get to do that. So I have to go on LOA, I have to move, and then the other thing that I have to do, which is probably the most heartbreaking thing in the world, is my dog. So like I said, he's interrupted this video multiple times. So unfortunately he cannot come with me to Florida because I am staying at Flamingo Crossing, and Flamingo Crossing is the dorms slash rooming housing that they have for the college program students, and I cannot bring Sailor. He is, unfortunately, he's not an emotional support animal or any type of those animals. He's too crazy for that, so I cannot take him with me, which is very heartbreaking. So the plan is he's actually going to go stay with my friend Juliet in Colorado. She has another dog and she loves Sailor. So he is going to go to Colorado for 5 months until I come back, which is really heartbreaking for me. And I just keep telling myself it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and as soon as I come back, I'm going to love him to death. I've been trying to get all the love with him right now too till I leave. So that's probably really heartbreaking for me because I just don't want to leave him. He's my favorite person, even when he drives me nuts, like right now when he's growling. So that is also something I do have to take into account. So, and then, yeah, so I have to move Sailor. It's just a lot that's going to happen in the next few months. Also, with going into the program, this is not the biggest deal to me, is I have blue in my hair. And while the Disney company does not allow blue hair, they have to be natural colors, and unfortunately blue is not considered a natural color, even though I'm wearing my Pandora ears. It is not considered a natural color, so I will have to dye my hair all brown, which is totally fine with me. It's 5 months. I can re-dye my hair later. It's hair. It's fine. So I do have to do that as well. And then they do not allow piercings, as I believe, so I do have to take my nose ring out, but I'm honestly not going to do that till like the day I go because it's not a big deal to me. But there's just a lot to be coming the next few months. Those are mainly the biggest things, is moving and getting Sailor and dyeing my hair back. And it's exciting. It's super, super exciting, and I'm super, super pumped. And so what my plan is for this YouTube series is I am just going to take you along my journey. So I'm just going to take you everything that helps me get prepared for it and things that I'm doing to help prepare myself, because this is my first time and I've never had really any I've had 2 close friends that joined the program. Yeah, 2 close friends that joined the program, and so I'm going to try to get some tips from them, but this is all new to me. So this is going to be brand new. And also, like, I'm moving my life. That's basically what's happening. Like, I have to move out of my apartment and leave everything. So that's honestly the scary thing for me, is just moving everything, because it's gonna be a big change, because I went from Colorado to Oklahoma last year, and now I'm going to Florida at the end of this year. It's gonna be a lot, but I'm gonna have you guys there with me. I'm gonna vlog it all as much as I can and just let you guys know how my journey's going and just keep you updated. Well, like I said, it's not gonna be for a little bit because I have nothing really going on now. Probably in the next few months I'm gonna start moving my stuff, and then at the end of the summer I'll probably be moving Sailor. But I'm super excited, and I'm like nervous excited because I just don't know what to expect, and I just want it to be great. So I'm just gonna make the best of it and just be super happy and just love it. And yeah, so I'm just so excited. And sorry, it's still like unbelievable to me. I'll just put it that way. It's still unbelievable to me, but I'm ready. So thank you guys so much for watching. Keep a lookout for my next videos, whatever it brings me. Like I said, I'm going to take you on my journey. I'm gonna do it when I get my role. Anything that Disney asks me to do, everything that I need to do to get ready to go, I will be having my camera and vlogging it. So I hope you guys have a very magical, wonderful day. And people that are still waiting, keep your chin ups. I promise it'll happen soon. And then people that got accepted, I'm super excited, and I hope you guys are also getting ready to go. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will talk to you all soon. Thank you. Bye.